Test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test. Yeah, it's going through the board now. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. It's lighting up on this. Test, test. Test, 1, 2, test. Test, 1, 2, test, test, test. Test, 1, 2, test, test. Test, 1, 2, test, test, test. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test. Coming to you live from Nordin Field on the campus of Wheaton College, it's Wheaton Men's Soccer on the Numac Sports Network. The Gordon Fighting Scots coming to Norton to square off against the Lions. Both teams early on in their season so far, Wheaton owns a 2-1 record, while the Scots sit at 1-1 with CC play coming within the next week. Before we kick off, we'll look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting Scots. Number 2, Ian Shepard. Number 4, Adrian Chiang. Number 6, Casey Torres. Number 7, Noah Martin. Number 9, George Coogan IV. Number 11, Nathan Starzil. Number 16, Benji Dolke. Number 20, Cole Levi. Number 24, Isaac Bennett. And number 42, Benji Wright. And the keeper, number 1, Gunnar Lusick. And for the home team, Wheaton College, it's going to be number 3, Ethan Alfano. Number 4, Ryan Bell. Number 6, Jonathan Daddario. Number 7, Luke Strange. Number 8, Robert Lloyd. Number 9, Alberto Franceschi. Number 10, Ewan Noble. Number 17, Jack Brusso. Number 23, Angus Stringer, and his brother, number 27, Charlie Stringer, both out of Medford, Oregon. Both teams ready to get going here. We're playing at Nordin Field on the campus of Wheaton College. The turf field here. A lot of heavy rain in the area the past 2 days, so usually the Wheaton men's soccer team will be playing at Key Field, but doubleheader with the women's here at the turf today. These two teams last met last year on September 3rd. The game took place at Gordon. Wheaton came away with a 2-0 victory. Lucas Strange scored a goal in that one. 2 45-minute halves ready to go. To new rule of college soccer this year, there's no overtime, so you're going to see a lot more draws around NCAA play this season. Wheaton coming in with a 2-1 record. That's 2-0 at home and 0-1 on the road. They last won Monday night at home against Bridgewater State by a score of 4-0. Alistair Ferrier tallied 2 goals in that one. So we're ready to go for kickoff from Wheaton College. Underway, Wheaton's going to start with it. That's Noble at the 50, works left. It's going to get taken away by Gordon. That was Levi forcing the turnover. Far side now for the Scots. Sent to the middle, taken away by Franceschi. Back across the 50. Neither team getting possession. We're going to have a whistle and a foul against Wheaton, so possession to the Scots. Gordon 1-1 on the season. Defeated MIT to open the season 1-0. Benji Wright scored the lone goal in that one, and then recently fell to Norwich 3-0 at home. Kept in the Gordon zone. That's number 24, Isaac Bennett with it. Sent back behind him to Benji Dolke. Our side, Bell sends it back out. It's going to cross the 50. Some room to run there for Franceschi. Sent back to the right. That's Noble. Over to his right now. Sent back across and just to the left of the net. Good cross there from number 27, Charlie Stringer. Believe that was Robert Lloyd on the far side on the left. Tough to tell, getting dark here. So we nearly puts one in, not even 2 minutes in. Gordon gets lucky. They're going to take possession back. Kick out from Lusick. It's off the head of Noble. Now kicked out of bounds. In the Gordon zone, Wheaton will have it. Alfano throws it in. Sent back towards the middle of the pitch and cleared out by Chiang, but Wheaton's going to keep it. Now taking it back from Gordon, that's Starzil. Now back on the foot of Chiang, right in front of us. Can't find Benji Wright, who he's looking for in the middle of the field, and Wheaton takes it back. Near side now, it's Bell. Back behind him to Angus Stringer. On the far side, it's Strange upfield. Change of direction back to the middle. Brusso around. Battling for, that was Martin for Gordon. Benji Wright with a touch pass to Martin. Martin with the left foot. Through ball upfield. It's going to go out of bounds. They say it's going to stay with Gordon, so off of Wheaton. Gordon deep into the side of the Wheaton field. Chance to take advantage, a throw in. Battling for it, Shepard. Now on the foot of Noble. Pass to his right, Stringer has it. That's Charlie Stringer. He's sent into the box, but scooped up by the keeper, Lusick, for Gordon. Lusick will boot it away. A little bit shorter than he would have wanted there. Noble in the area for Wheaton, and hitting the ground was Martin for Gordon. Now on the Wheaton side of the field, it's Brusso. Now it's Bell. Bell's going to go back to his left. That's Strange. Our upfield sent back to the other side was Torres for Gordon. Now with some room to run, it's Benji Wright. Pass to his right. Couldn't handle it there, so Wheaton's going to come back away with it. That was George Coogan, number 9. Almost had the opportunity in front of the Wheaton net. Strange far side back. Now it's Brusso. Brusso's going to cross the 50. It's Noble. Noble works through defenders back to Brusso. Brusso upfield misplayed by Franceschi, and it's going to go out of bounds. Back to the Scots. Now it's Gordon that will have the throw in. Near side. Throwing into Levi, he loses it. Now Noble, middle of the field, can't find anything. Now it's Charlie Stringer. Stringer with Brusso to his right. Guarded tightly by Casey Torres. Now on the other side of the field, it's Strange. Strange goes back to Robert Lloyd, the junior. Now it's Angus Stringer to Bell. Franceschi had some room to run, but he was offside, so Wheaton turns it back over to Gordon. He had some stats for both of the sides this year. Just a couple games in the season, but Alistair Ferrier leads Wheaton with 6 points on 3 goals. Strange 5 points on 2 goals and 1 assist as we have some action on the far side coming in. The shot misses just left. That was Luke Strange that had a good angle, but just missed left on the shot. Under 40 to go in the first half. Play starts back up again over the head of Ewan Noble. Just trying to box out Dolke. Now headed by Strange. Now it's Starzil for Gordon, pressured by Franceschi, going to send it back to his keeper in the box. Starzil's going to get it right back from Lusick. Now it's Torres to Martin. Starzil upfield. A little bit of extracurricular there. It was Coogan gave Stringer a big bump right here on the sidelines, but a lot of lines here on the sidelines here at Nordin Field. I don't think Coogan realized which one was the line in play for tonight. Stringer throws it in. It's Strange now. Robert Lloyd's going to run down the midfield, go back to Stringer. Now off to his left. It's Daddario. Daddario cross back to the right. Bell's going to track that down deeper into his zone than he would have intended. It's Robert Lloyd off to Brousseau. On the foot of Ryan Bell again. Long pass upfield. Franceschi's going to try to run it down, but it's going to be Torres beating him to it. Brousseau came flying in for that one. Alfano goes for the header. Kicked up by Shepard. He's going to try to run it down, and Brousseau sends it back out. Now it's Levi for Gordon. Franceschi, a little bit of room to run in the box. He got knocked down. Now it's Strange. Chipped in, and it's going to hit the top of the net and sit there. Strange was looking for the little cross there. Franceschi was around in the box, but a little too far off to the right as it lands on the top of the net. Back to the Scots. As I said, Gordon coming into this one, 1-1 record. Lone goal all season came in the 1-0 victory over MIT, where Benji Wright netted the goal. He was assisted by Coogan. Stringer weaving through defenders. He's going to go back to Noble, who gives it right back to him. Now it's Bell at midfield on the near side. Ball's just going to trickle out of bounds. Pressured on defense by Adrian Chiang. Chiang, the sophomore defenseman out of Austin, Texas. Very geographically widespread roster here for Gordon. Wheaton a little more New Englandized, like all of our athletic teams here. Now it's in the possession of Lloyd. Stringer going to go back to Bell. That's been a combo that's been really working it tonight so far. Now Daddario. The right foot upfield has Strange with a little bit of room to run. Torres there on defense, working back towards the corner. It's going to go out of bounds. I'm going to say it's going to stay with Wheaton. Not a corner kick, though, just short of the flag. Looks like that's going to be you and Noble to throw it in. .33-25 left to go. Thrown in, headed back into the box. And it was cleared out by Shepard for Gordon. Now Charlie Stringer. He's going to lose it as Gordon takes it back. That's Benji Wright. Benji Wright, good pass. That's Coogan. Coogan tried to center that back to the middle, but headed away by Alfano. Now it's Daddario. Wheaton's going to lose possession. Stringer going for, we're going to have a whistle. I think the call might have been a handball on Stringer while he hit the deck there. He's trying to get himself back up. It's going to be a free kick for the Scots. Gordon making the trip down from Wenham, Mass today. on the North Shore. They compete in the CCC conference, the conference that they won last year. Defeated Salve Regina in the conference championship by a score of 2-1. Then moved on to the NCAA tournament where they fell to Montclair State in the first round, 1-0. Sent inside, and a great save made by Wheaton's goalie, Cam Millington. Came out to attack that one and just slapped it right out of bounds. Gordon wasting no time. Dolkey headed away by Stringer. The Wheaton player down right in front of their bench, and that's going to come for a whistle, and that's going to be a stoppage of time. It's Ewan Noble who's down for Wheaton right in front of their bench. Going to be checked on by head athletic trainer Greg Steele. We're going to take a quick break here. 31-26 left to go here in the first half. It's Wheaton and Gordon, men's soccer. Looks like play's getting ready to start back up here. Ewan Noble hit the deck. He was helped off. Hope he's okay. It's a big part of this year's team along with last year's team. Subbing in for him is going to be the freshman, number 2, Joey Everett. Everett out of Danbury, Connecticut. The foul there is number 4, Adrian Chang, goes to the ground for Gordon. A little bit of a bump there from Luke Strange. Didn't agree with the call, but Gordon will have it right at the 50. It's going to be Starshill to send it away for the Scots. Big left foot flying into the box. Millington comes up and catches it out of midair. Immediately throws it upfield, has Stringer. That's Charlie Stringer for Wheaton. Looking for Everett, couldn't get it, and it's going to go off of Everett's foot. Out of bounds now into the possession of Chang for Gordon. We go to a close throw in to Levi. Big soaring kick from Stringer. Almost worked out where it curved back into play, and he had Strange around, but Gordon recovers it. Starzill's going to go back to Lusick in net. Lusick will send it right back to him. Strange applying a little bit of pressure as the two exchange the ball once again. Going up the right side, that's Isaac Bennett. Gordon into the Wheaton zone. Wright was around, couldn't get the pass. Now on the foot of Everett, off to Daddario. Russo working towards the middle of the field. It's stripped away by Martin. Lions come back up with the ball. It's Everett crossing midfield. Bumped a little from behind, but no foul call. Lusick all the way back in net now, onto the foot of Starzil. Starzil near side with the left. Nobody home for Gordon, as done Angus Stringer now, who goes back to Millington in net, back to Stringer. Stringer over to Dario now, far side. Big kick up field. Alfano's going to try to run it down, but it's going to go out of bounds. Long throw in there. Levi almost tracked it down. Gordon working backwards now. Joey Everett applying a lot of pressure. Now it's Strange midfield on the far side. Robert Lloyd off to Brousseau. Here comes Ryan Bell. Hits the foot of Martin on an attempted pass. He's going to stay with Wheaton. And a substitution here is Alistair Ferrier checks in. He'll replace number 9, Alberto Franceschi. Ferrier, Wheaton's leading goal scorer last year as well as so far this year. Martin for Gordon. Pressured by 2 Lions. Gets it to Benji Wright with a little bit of room to run. We're going to clear it back outfield. Martin hits the ground. Now it's Everett for Wheaton. Everett through ball. Crossed by Strange. Ferrier just not far enough upfield to corral that one. Shepard's going to send it out of bounds for Gordon. It's going to be Wheaton's ball deep into their own territory. It's bouncing around in the corner. Now it's Ferrier to Everett. Brousseau works backwards a little bit, gives it to Charlie Stringer. Stringer tried to get it back to Brousseau, but is shut down by Martin. Nifty move by Brousseau there to get around 2 defenders. Brousseau working in to Everett. Everett a shot, and it goes off of Torres. Looks like we'll have our first corner kick of the night. It's going to be Strange to send it in for Wheaton. Approaching the 26-minute mark left to go in the first half. This one's still knotted at 0. Brousseau with the left foot curling in, and it's going to find the back of the net. Let's see what the call is, and a lot of discussion right now. That ball ended up in the back of the net. Not sure what it was. Wheaton celebrating, but still a little bit of confusion on both sides of the field here. So it's going to be an official goal. Not sure who they're going to credit it to. Still a lot of discussion up here in the booth. Nobody really understands what's going on there, but it's definitely going to be a Wheaton goal. So play's going to start back up. Here comes the official goal announcement. Not sure if you could pick that up on the audio, but the goal is going to be credited to number 8, Robert Lloyd, the junior from Wheaton out of Lexington, Mass. His first of the season. So Wheaton out to a 1-0 lead here in the first half. Lions trying to strike again. It's Brousseau. Now the goal scorer, Lloyd, off to Stringer. Angus Stringer upfield, too tall for Alfano, who tried to jump up and get that with his head. Now it's the Scots with possession. So that ball trickled out of bounds. So Wheaton's going to take it. It's Strange off the throw-in from Everett. Out of bounds, but staying with Wheaton. Now it's Lloyd back to Bell. Bell was looking through the through ball with Ferrier, just not on the same page there. It's going to be the keeper, Lusick, to possess it for the Scots. And he'll send it away downfield. Takes a skip. Now it's Stringer. Dolke applying the pressure. Brousseau kicks it up to himself, then downfield. It's going to go out of bounds off of Gorton. Chang couldn't corral it. Now Stringer right in front of the Gordon bench. It's Charlie Stringer. Luke's Coach Brian Wagner not too happy with that. Wagner entering his 6th year here at Wheaton. Owns a career 32, 24, and 2 record. Stringer trying to get around Chang. Trying to send it in. It goes off the shin of Chang and out of bounds, so Wheaton to keep it. Farrier to Lloyd. Martin forced him to send it away. Chipped into the box. Farrier's around. Just merely missed it with his header. To the hands of Lusick. Now it's the Scots going back and forth in midfield, and it's Dolkey sending it all the way back to Lusick in net. Midfield now, Martin. Martin to Dolkey. Soaring for the header back upfield was Daddario. Shepard to Dolkey. Now Dolkey to Starzil. It's off the foot of Charlie Stringer. Stringer again. Good touch by Farrier, but can't get it upfield. Chang kept it in. Now Gordon still has it. It's Levis. Running it down is Coogan. It's going to go out of bounds off of Wheaton. It just nicked Charlie Stringer. Now it's Starzil. Stringer battles for it, gets the ball, has Strange upfield, the through ball. Strange, room to run, into the box with the right. A roller just off the hands of Lusick. And Strange is down on the ground. We have a penalty call and a clock stoppage. So a yellow card being assessed to Dolkey, it looks like. Excuse me, not Dolkey. It looks like it might be Torres. It's going to be Casey Torres getting a yellow card here. Big play here in this game. Strange almost with a wide open net, but was knocked down. So we'll have a PK here. It's going to be Strange to take it. Really big opportunity here for Wheaton to jump on top 2-0. Just 20 minutes into this one. So it'll be Strange against Lusick. Shot from Strange and off the post. Off the fingertips of Lusick, then off the right post. Strange couldn't convert it. Now it's Brusso. Wheaton trying to keep the pressure on. It's Alfano. Alfano into the corner and sent back across the end line. Didn't touch anyone from Gordon, so Scots will take possession. We're going to have a substitution here. Dalkey is going to exit the game, and coming in for him is number 23, Benny Simpson. Benny Simpson, the freshman midfielder out of Evergreen, Colorado, and another whistle right as play starts back up. It's going to be a foul against Wheaton. Gordon trying to shift the momentum here after Neelery going down 2-0. Play starts back up. Shepard sends it deep in there, and reaching up for the grab is Millington in goal. Bell off to his left is Daddario. Daddario hanging out right in front of a big student section that came out to support the men's soccer team tonight. All lining the fence here at Nordin Field. Martin with a little run with it. Now it's Lloyd. Russo upfield. Chang couldn't get it. It's Ferrier. Ferrier into the box, the left foot, and a diving save made by Lusick. Coming up big for his team here in the last couple of minutes. Ferrier made a good cut back inside to his left. Just couldn't get that low roller by Lusick. A whistle on another foul against Wheaton. Gonna go against Joey Everett. So another free kick here for the Scots. Under 20 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be Starzil to take it. Starzil getting instructions on this free kick from head coach Matt Horth. Daddario sends it back out of the zone with a big header. And he'll run it out of bounds, but out of danger's way. Two substitutions here, one for each side. Checking in for Wheaton, it's number 22, number 22, Daniel Medina. And for Gordon, it's number 18, Max Cardone. Benji Wright off to Cardone. Now it's Bell for Wheaton. Now Robert Lloyd. Both teams exchanging possession on the far side. It's Wheaton. Strange trying to get to that one. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of Wheaton. Looked like it was off of Gordon, but it's going to stay Gordon's ball. Farther down the field, Scots will have a throw in. Thrown into the box. High off multiple heads and worked back towards the Wheaton bench. Cardone with it, pressured by Everett and Alfano. Everett knocks it out of bounds. Cardone throws it into Martin. Martin goes back to Starzil, tries to get it back to Martin, and taken away by Everett with Strange in front of him. Strange couldn't get on side there for Everett's pass upfield. Lusick off to his right. Now it's Isaac Bennett for Gordon. Torres goes back to Bennett, working across midfield. Bennett with a lot of room on that far side. Tried to send it in, but is knocked out of bounds by Robert Lloyd. Gordon trying to set something up on the throw-in. All bouncing around. It's Coogan. Sent out of bounds by Daddario, but that'll lead to a Gordon corner. First corner of the night for the Scots. Curling left foot into the box, and it grazes the head of Bennett and goes out of bounds. Looks like they're going to say that one went off of Wheaton, so another corner here coming for Gordon just from the opposite side flag. They'll be on the near side now on the Wheaton side. Martin sends it in. Goes off the head of Starzil, but high over the net. Substitutions being made for both sides now. For Wheaton, for 26, Leo Nelson, along with number 34, Niall Blackadder. For Gordon, it was number 19, Rashid Baladi, entering the game. Everett almost with a little bit of room to run around there. Had Thompson off to his left, who also just checked in. Missed that one. It was number 19, Ethan Thompson, checking in, the freshman out of Norwell, Mass. Corner kick here for the Lions. Thompson's going to take it. A little deep on the corner from Thompson. Kept in with the head. It was Lloyd trying to get it to Ferrier, but Ferrier sent it over the top of the net. Under 13 minutes to go in the first half. Wheaton still leading 1-0 after a Robert Lloyd goal. It's going to be Lusick to send it downfield for the Scots. Goes hard off the chest of Martin. Now it's Ferrier for Wheaton. Ferrier trapped by 3 defenders. Cardone was there. Torres lost it out of bounds for Gordon. Now it's Blackadar. Blackadar to Lloyd. Takes the smart play there and goes back to Leo Nelson. Nelson out of Bar Harbor, Maine, the freshman. It's Lloyd to Bell. Bell chipped up field. Out of bounds, going to stay with Wheaton. Alfano to Everett. Tried to go back to Alfano, but loses it out of bounds. Starzil looking for Coogan on the throw-in. High spinning pass comes back across the opposite side of the field. Blackadar goes all the way back to Millington into the box. Now it's Millington to Daddario. Upfield on the run. It was Nelson. Blackadar off to his right. It's Ryan Bell. Bell goes back to Blackadar. Now it's Thompson. Thompson to Alfano. To Everett. Everett tried to get it back inside. Now Alfano's still with it, and Martin takes it away for Gordon. Now Blackadar comes in. The foul call going against Wheaton. Gordon takes possession back, approaching the 10-minute mark here in the first half. Now it's Isaac Bennett across midfield. Trying to get around Thompson. Approached by Lloyd. It's going to go out of bounds off of Lloyd, staying with Gordon. Simpson couldn't handle it for Gordon. The ball off the referee there. Wheaton still holding it. After all of that, Gordon's going to come away with it. Bennett looking for Benji Wright. Now it's Martin. Whistle's going to be a handball against Gordon. Wheaton starts back up with it. It's Bell. Right in front of the Gordon bench to Ferrier. Tried a deke, but it was Starzil shutting that down. Now Starzil off the pass from Levi. Coogan on the end line. Cut off by Bell and chipped out of bounds, but it's going to lead to a Gordon corner. It's going to be number 23, Benny Simpson, to take the corner for Gordon. Chance here from Gordon to even the match before going into the half. Job by the Wheaton defense there to clear that one out. Now it's Cardone in the corner. Great defensive play there by Bell to cut him off. Bell, the junior defender out of Wayne, Pennsylvania. Earns his team the ball back there with a great defensive play. Coming into the game for Wheaton, it's going to be number 18, Baden McLaughlin, and number 5, Gabriel Fellows. McLaughlin, one of the other freshmen out on the field as he enters the game. He's out of Yarmouth, Maine. And Fellows, the senior entering, he hails from Middletown, Rhode Island. Yeah, foul against Wheaton here as we cross the 7-minute mark to go in the first half. It's Martin in front of his own bench. Bell cuts off the pass. It's Blackadar. Now it's Everett with Thompson up in front of him. He's going to give it to Thompson. Thompson on the run. And coming out and making a great diving play was Lusick. Lusick having a terrific game in net so far for Gordon. Has let up that one goal, but that one goal could have easily been 2 or 3 goals. Off the head of Ferrier. Blackadar tries to keep it in. He's going to take out Martin as he skies for the ball. It's going to be Gordon's ball right here. Sent far downfield by Marzil. Bellotti, the pass was out of the reach of Levi. Now onto the foot of Lusick. Back towards midfield. Had Levi around. A lot going on, and we have a clock stoppage. The yellow card being charged to Gabe Fellows. So the clock's going to stop with 5 minutes and change left to go in the first half, so Gordon will have the free kick after the yellow card. Gordon ready to putting 4 subs here at the end of the half.
Isaac, move everybody back a little bit. Move us back, Casey, move us back.
Sent in by Marzil right on net, and yet again it's Millington coming up to make the save. So 4 substitutions here for Gordon. It's 29, 5, 13, and 15. It's Lucas Gonzalez, Jaden Terra, number 15, Alex Diaz, I believe that last sub was number 13, Evan Wessler. Now it's Dario with a booming kick upfield. Thompson and Ferry are around now off the head of Everett. Ferrier keeps it in bounds, pressured by 2 Scots. Now it's Thompson working back towards the quarter. Tried to cross it over to Brusso. Now Blackadar. Dario back over to Bell with the touch. Bell inside. Ferrier there along with Nelson, but it's going to go out of bounds off the head of Ferrier. We had an offsides call before that even occurred, so if Ferrier were to do anything with that, it would have been called back. So Gordon's going to get possession back, coming up on the 3-minute mark to go in the first half. Sent out by Lusick. Out of bounds off of Ferrier. All bouncing around on the far side. Both teams exchanging possession. Have a whistle. It's going to go back to Wheaton. Now it's Everett. Ferrier in front of him and shut down with a great defensive play there. There's Casey Torres. That's going to be the Scots with a throw in. Pretty well into their own zone. Now Dario with the kick back to Stringer. Millington to Blackadar. Blackadar a little too much on the lead pass. Bellotti trying to track that down, but sent out of bounds from Dario. Still Gordon's ball. Thrown into Diaz. Now it's Diaz to Starzil. Starzil with a fake out on Ferrier. Diaz couldn't handle it. Now Torres goes off to his right. So I believe that was Gonzalez. Miscommunication there from Gordon. Cardone thought he had one of his teammates behind him, but it's going to roll out of bounds with nobody there. Under a minute to go now. Bell in a battle for the ball. all the way back into the Gordon zone. Now it's Thompson. Thompson, a little chip up field, taken away by Bennett for Gordon. Goes out of bounds with 20 seconds left on the game clock here at Nordin Field. Off the head of Bell, back downfield. It doesn't look like either team's going to get anything going here in the rest of the first half, and the clock will trickle out. So 1 half down here at Nordin Field. It's Wheaton leading Gordon 1-0, thanks to a Robert Lloyd goal early on in this first half. Announcements being made here at the field of the game that occurred earlier today. As I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, we had a doubleheader here at Norton Field. Women's soccer played before and defeated Curry 2-0. So both the men's and women's teams hosting CCC teams today at Norton Field. So at the end of the first half, it's Wheaton 1, Gordon 0. I'm Jackson Walsh, and you're watching the NewMax Sports Network. Stay with us for second half action. Back for second half action here from Wheaton College. It's Wheaton leading Gordon in a men's non-conference soccer matchup by a score of 1-0. If you're just joining us, that lone goal came from number 8, the junior Robert Lloyd from Wheaton. Looking at numbers for both sides here, Wheaton had 10 shots, Gordon just had 2, and 3 out of those 10 Wheaton shots were on goal. Out of those 2 shots from Gordon, none of them were on goal. The Gordon keeper, Lusick, has made 2 saves, while Millington hasn't had to make a save in net. So Wheaton really outplaying Gordon right now, but still the scoreboard doesn't really say how close this game has been. Ready to start up the second half here, playing at the Diane Nordin Turf Field here at Wheaton College. Whistle blows and the second half is underway with Gordon starting with it. It's Wessler to Martin, back to Wessler. Now Wessler goes back to Torres. Booming kickoff field. Millington's gonna come on and take that one away from the streaking Starzil. Now it's Lloyd, almost had it taken away by Martin. Now Strange, a little bit behind Alfano on the pass. He's going to lose it out of bounds. Thrown into Martin's going to lose it off his chest. Hits the ground. No call going against Lloyd. A little bit of contact as Martin hit the deck. Bell upfield. Noble and Strange around. It's going to be sent a little bit back out. That's Nelson on the far side. Excuse me, that was Stringer, not Nelson. Chipped in by Strange and headed out by Bennett. Now it's Cardone. Lloyd going to chase it inbounds. It's going to hurt him a little bit. Now it's Benji Wright. Works back middle, left foot shot. Great diving save made by Millington in goal. Benji Wright nearly found that low right side of the net, but Millington was there to make the diving stop. Millington's going to boot it downfield. Line drive kick. Ferrier redirects it with the head. Now it's Wessler. Chased down by Martin with the left foot. Wright tried to reach out in front of Stringer to take away. Now it's Alfano working in front of his bench for Wheaton. Working to his left, cuts back to his right. Now it's Lloyd. Lloyd's going to go to Dario right in front of us. Now Brusso, middle of the field. Now upfield, it's Bell. Ferrier entering the box with the left foot, deflected away by Torres. Ferrier with a little bit of a shoulder there to Wessler. It's going to result in a foul call. Wessler to Bennett. Bennett working up the right side and stopped by Ferrier. And it's going to be a foul call going against Bennett. Thought that might have been the other way around at first, but Bennett's going to take the foul call there. Now it's Wheaton's ball. Good play by Strange there to jump over that ball. Almost went off of him. Would have been out of bounds back to Gordon, but it's going to stay with Wheaton in their own territory. Noble just right of the flag to our left is going to have the throw-in. It's thrown in outside. Dario has it. Spinning kick to the right, and it goes out of bounds. Back to Gordon. Both keepers rocking the red kits tonight. Gordon in their away navy blues with Carolina blue trim. Wheaton in the home whites with the blue shoulders. That's Wessler with it. Floyd trying to run it down. He's going to turn Bell around, going back towards his own corner. Noble boxed out on that one, but it's going to go out of bounds off of Starzil, I believe, for Gordon. Coogan in the area for Gordon, couldn't get there. Millington back over to Bell. It's going to off of Bell's head out of bounds, staying with the Scots. 40 minutes to go here in the match. The corner was Chang. Goes off of bounds out of Wheaton. Not sure if we're going to have a corner or just a throw in here. Say crossed out of bounds on the outside of the flag, so just a throw in for the Scots. On the end line, it was right, but didn't have an angle at the net, into the hands of Millington. Daddario, line drive kick, has Strange there along with Ferrier. Strange left side, cross to the middle, it's Noble, couldn't track it down, regains possession in the box. It's Ferrier with the right, knocked down and corralled by Lusick. So Lusick continues his great play in net so far. Wheaton putting the pressure on there, but Gordon got bailed out by Lusick in net with another great play. Downfield, it's Coogan. Two lines, defenders around him. Wessler trying to keep it in for Gordon. Scooped up by Millington. Booted downfield by Stringer. Flying in the air was Noble. Didn't draw the foul call as he hit the ground. Another run for Coogan. Good defensive play there made by Stringer to not give an angle to the net. Now it's to Dario. Lloyd. Now it's Stringer. Charlie Stringer had a good run with it, then lost it. Now Martin for Gordon. Going to try to work back in the right way. Sent off to his right to Cardone. And the touch to right to Coogan just wasn't there. Wheaton takes it back. Charlie Stringer up to Strange on the run. Defensive play there from Torres. Goes out of bounds. No corner there as it goes off of Strange out of bounds back to Gordon. Lusick just short of midfield. Takes a favorable hop for Gordon. And bicycled back in by Brousseau. Now it's Wessler to Martin. Brousseau now battling for it. Works around Martin. Brousseau, a little bit of room to run. Loses it. Worked its way back to Lusick in net. He boots it back out. Now it's Stringer. Guarded by Chang. Stringer works around Chang, still has it. Goes to his left, it's Brousseau. Brousseau just outside of the box, double teamed to his right, Alfano. Tries to go back towards the middle with his left, couldn't, but still has it. Really battling Cardone for that ball. It's going to go out of bounds. I'm going to say it's off of Cardone. Foul. Alfano gets it into Dario. And booted out of bounds by Starzil. Referee's going to slow down play a little bit. Wheaton will still have it. It's going to be Alfano to throw it in just off to the left of his bench. It's Noble. Noble works back. Loses it. Simpson started it. Was looking for right. But out of bounds. Gordon gives it back to Wheaton. Bell working towards midfield on the far side, chipped in. Noble was there, but was offsides. Wheaton has to work back outside. Barrier going with Benny Simpson. Now Alfano curls it in, the header. Save rolling around, and another great play in net made there by Lusick. Strange almost found the back of the net to put Wheaton up 2-0, but Lusick continuing a great night in net. Now it's Strange once again, nearly just had a goal. Ferrer with him, Strange still has it. A wild left foot kick's gonna fly out of Nordin Field. So Gordon avoids a little bit of pressure yet again. It's going to be Lusick with a kick out of the net. Both teams exchanging headers. Now it's Brusso with the foot. Wessler, short little pass up to Cardone. Alfano blanketing Cardone. Now to Dario, good pass to Noble. Noble tried with a through ball up to Strange, shut down by Gordon. Stringer couldn't get it through the Gordon defenders. Now Brusso for Wheaton. Brusso, middle of the field to Lloyd. Lloyd working down towards the sidelines. It's going to lead. Alfano sends it in too high on the header for Noble, who was coming down. Scramble for the ball on the far side. Brusso ran with it for a little. Now it's Lloyd. Directs the header backwards towards Dario. Dario off to his right. It's Charlie Stringer. Stringer middle of the field now. It's Lloyd. Lloyd goes back to that near side corner with Alfano. Tries to send it in, but it's wild. So nothing brewing there for the Lions. Scots retain possession. Bellotti and a Dahlke getting ready to check back in for Gordon. Just shy of 15 minutes into the second half of action. Foul going against Gordon there. Wheaton starts up play. Dario. Nothing happening as it's Strange. Fane working that near side corner yet again. Just had an errant centering ball. Is going to send it back in with the right this time. Couldn't get the cross through, and it's going to go out of bounds, and a little shove late there from Isaac Bennett for Gordon. It's going to stay with Wheaton. Be Noble off to the left side of his bench with the free kick. It's both teams respectively positioning their offense and defense here for the free kick. Referee repositioning the Gordon defenders here. Had to be 10 yards back for the free kick. Now looks like we might have a little bit of clock problems here. Looks like the clock was supposed to stop there, so clock's going to reset here. Still waiting for play to start up. So blows and Noble sends it in with the right. A low kick bouncing around and high over the net off the left foot of Stringer. It was Charlie Stringer with that kick, missing high. Bellotti and Dahlke finally enter the game after those substitutions. Gordon trying to get something. Benny Simpson up to right. Bench pleading for a call, but doesn't look like they're going to get one from any of the referees here. Could have been huge for Gordon with a penalty according in the box there. It led to a PK for the Scots. They'll have to settle with a corner kick here. It's going to come from the right side flag, and it's going to be Dahlke to send it in, who just checked in for the Scots. Under 30 minutes to go in the match. Wheaton still leading Gordon 1-0. Dahlke with the right, line drive. Header misses just right. It was Dahlke to Torres. Almost had it perfect, but it's going to miss wide right of the net. It's to Dario. Ferrier there, and great play by Lusick yet again to come out and get this one. Ferrier was right on top of him. A little bit of a missed kick there from Lusick. Cardone couldn't keep that one in bounds, had a little bit of an English on it. It's Ferrier in that near side corner. There's Bennett going for the slide tackle. Almost executed it, but looks like there's going to be a foul call going against him. So Wheaton's going to have a free kick here from a bit of an awkward spot. It's between the box and the flag. Gordon's coach Matt Horth instructing his team to play it just like a corner kick. Basically is just from a little bit of a closer difference. It'll be Noble sending it in. curling and just missing the net. I think it got the right hand of Lusick or either somebody's head. Ferrier was around along with Charlie Stringer.
Nathan, on your toes. Nathan, to you. Let's go, Blue. Let's go.
It's going to lead to another Wheaton corner.
Starsville to you. Starsville to you. Be some goals.
Corner sent in with the left foot. Bouncing around high in the air, just off the top of the crossbar and over the back of the net. Strange with a really good kick, almost set his team up for a goal there. Wheaton trying to work something back into their own zone after they take possession back from Gordon there. It's Ferrier. Lloyd almost made a little sliding pass there, but it's Cardone tracking it down for Gordon. Now it's Martin. Tries to spin around Lloyd. Lloyd all over him. Dolke couldn't do anything with that one. Strange with Noble and Ferrier around. Strange with the left foot, a low roller. Would have missed wide right of the net, but Lusick scooped it up just to be safe. Might have had Ferrier off to his left, but elected to go with a shot. Lusick with a little top spin. Kick away, and it's Ferrier with a run. He's going to be one-on-one with Lusick. Ferrier with the right, rolling, goal! Alistair Ferrier off to a hot start this season, his 4th of the year. Wheaton jumps out to a 2-0 lead over Gordon. Alistair Ferrier set up perfectly for that one. Got to a point where he had both defenders on his back, then had the keeper Lusick one-on-one, and he put it low right just by Lusick for the goal. Ferrier playing like a madman this season. 4 goals on the season. Had 1 in the opener against Eastern Nazarene. And 2 in the win this past Monday against Bridgewater State. And then he's got 1 tonight against the Scots. Gordon trying to respond as we have the goal announcement going on. The assist will officially be credited to number 17, Jack Brusso, the local guy out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Gordon's now got to play with a little bit of urgency, down 2 goals with 24:40 left to play. Had 2 substitutions after that goal. Ferrier, the goal scorer, checked out. Brusso also came out as well. So the assist and the goal guy leaving the game with some fireworks. Coming in for them was Thompson and Franceschi. Millington's going to come out and fall on that one. So Wheaton in the driver's seat right now with a 2-goal lead. Franceschi Gets it back from Noble. Noble sends it back to Franceschi. A chip inside. Thompson tried to run it down. Lucic came out and got it. Gunnar Lucic, the goalie for Gordon, definitely a promising player on this Fighting Scots squad. Just a freshman standing in at 6 foot even. Noble off to Lloyd. Almost had Alfano, but just tipped out of bounds off the right foot of Dahlke. 2 subs coming in for both sides. It's going to be Coogan and Shepard for Gordon, along with the Nelson and Everett for Wheaton. The 2 first years checking in for the Lions. They replaced Noble and Angus Stinger. Thrown in by Alfano, well into the box. Headed out by Gordon. Benji Wright sent it downfield. Possessed by Bell, goes back to Nelson, now over to Daddario in front of the Scots bench. Good pressure on Daddario's attempted pass by Chang there. Ball goes back to Gordon. And it's headed out of bounds. Right up towards me here by Coogan. Excuse me, that was Daddario heading it out for Wheaton, not Coogan for the Scots. The Scots have possession. Lloyd trying to get it back for Wheaton. Spinning ball back towards Blackadar. Charlie Stringer tried to save that pass from Blackadar, but goes just out of bounds on the far side. Ball goes back to Gordon. Gordon trying to get something going, approaching 20 minutes to go in this one. A little bit of milling around over on the far side between both of the teams. It's thrown in by Wheaton, just over the head of Everett. Gonna stay with Wheaton after it goes out of bounds. Franceschi to Everett. Goes out of bounds yet again off of Gordon, staying with the Lions. Stringer throws it in, has Franceschi, who gets knocked down, and a foul call right on impact. So Wheaton's going to set something up with a free kick here. Not too far away from that top right part of the box. Looks like it's going to be Blackadar or Thompson to take the free kick here. Thompson's going to fake it. It's going to be Blackadar. Touches it over to Stringer. Stringer with a rocket of the shot just outside of the right side of the net. That ball had some scream on it. The defenseman Stringer just misses to the right. Booted out by Lucic. And goes off the head of Dahlke. Now it's Lloyd to Thompson. Bennett applying the defense. Thompson can't get around him. Now it's Shepard back outside off the chest of Lloyd, and soaring in to take that away was Chang, but now it's Everett for Wheaton. Through ball up to his right. On the run, it's Nelson. A shot. Score! So a Wheaton goal there. May not have been Nelson. I think it was Stringer. Hard to tell with the numbers there in the darkness on the far side. Nelson wears 26. Stringer wears 27. But all signs showing that that was Stringer with the goal. It's the official announcement from Alan Wickstrom. So the goal will be favored to Charlie Stringer there. Was assisted by the freshman Joey Everett. That's Stringer's first goal of the season. Almost had won the possession before. Didn't take long for him to get another shot on net, and he made it count. So dire times here for Gordon, trailing by 3 with 18 minutes to go in this match. Bell's going to send that one downfield. Gordon's going to get it back with under 18 to go. Franceski working back towards the middle, falls down. Looks like Franceski's going to draw the foul call there. Blackadar starts it back up. Stringer trying to run it down in that corner. It goes out of bounds off of Simpson of Gordon. 3 subs here for Wheaton. Number 15, Jackson Raganese checking in along with number 5, Gabriel Fellows. And that last sub coming in, number 22, Daniel Medina. So Dario, Charlie Stringer, and Lloyd all exit. Gordon trying to get something going. Wheaton all over him. Now it's Bellotti. Bellotti a little too far on the through ball there for Coogan as it trickles out of bounds. Medina with a rocket of a throw in has Franceski streaking on that end line. Out of bounds off of Gordon, staying with Wheaton. Medina on the throw in yet again. Medina gets it back from Everett. Now it's Blackadar back towards the middle of the field, works back to Bell. Bell goes inside out on Coogan. Bell sends it inside. Thompson around. Nearly an own goal there. Bit of an awkward spot for Martin, but lucky for him, it flies over the goal, but it'll still be a corner kick upcoming for the Lions. Thompson trying to curl it back towards the net on the corner. It's going to roll well out of the box. Alfano comes storming in for it. And then sent out of bounds by Bennett for Gordon. Coming into the game, 2 subs, 1 for each side. It's Diaz for Gordon and number 18, Baden McLaughlin for the Lions. Quick foul call on the throw-in going against Franceski. Going to give it back to the Scots. And it's going to boot it downfield. McLaughlin can't handle it, loses it out of bounds. It's going to be Bennett on the throw-in just off to the right side. The Gordon bench. Gordon running out of time here, just under 14 left to go in the match. Thrown in. Bouncing around in the box. Wheaton trying to send it out. And a foul is going to go against Gordon. Believe that was Torres lingering, had a chance to put it in. Not sure if he was the one charged with the foul. Chang was also in the area for the Scots. Booted out by Millington all the way to midfield. Leo Nelson wants to fight for the ball, gives it off to McLaughlin, who goes back over to Raganese. That's McLaughlin looking for Everett on the throw-in. Now it's Thompson. Thompson, a little room to run. Almost got Franceschi going upfield to the left, but shut down by Isaac Bennett for Gordon. Medina far side. Bell tracks it down. That ball went out of bounds as it soared up the sidelines. Nelson's going to fire that one out of bounds, so Gordon will have a throw-in with good field position. Coogan gives it back to Torres on the throw-in, but then Medina makes the great play to send it out of bounds off of Coogan. Give Wheaton the ball back. It's Millington on the goal kick. As Fellows. Ball bouncing around, now it's Raganese with the left foot to Everett. Everett working up the sidelines. Gives it off. Now it's McLaughlin. Simpson sends it up. Raganese sends it back in. A blatant foul there as Bennett tried to soar over Franceschi on the header. So that's going to be a yellow card and a free kick for Wheaton. It's going to be Niall Blackadar to take the free kick. One of the many Rhode Island natives on this team. He hails from Warwick, Rhode Island. Attended Pilgrim High School, one of the two public high schools in Warwick, Rhode Island, along with Tollgate High School. So here's Blackadar. Curls it in. Off the hand of Lusick. Sent back in, still bouncing around. Thompson trying to track it down. Sends it back in, but right into the chest of Lusick. Ryan Bell almost had himself a goal there, but Lusick was able to get one hand on it. That's Everett to McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Thompson, the three freshmen working with each other on the near side. Sent back up. Coogan going to try to run it down. Nelson playing defense. Chang in the area. Now it's Chang. Shot. Knocked down by Nelson. Ball had a lot of spin on it as it goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a corner upcoming for the Fighting Scots. So a substitution for Gordon here. Corey Rainey, the freshman, checking in the first time tonight out of Griswold, Connecticut. Corner here from Gordon. Into the box. It's Chang. That ball's going to roll back out of bounds. And it'll be off of Gordon, so Wheaton gets the ball back. Now a little bit of debate what's going on. Referees and coaches were questioning if there was a foul, but just a play on Medina, speedy down that far side. Substitution here for Wheaton. Ferrier re-enters the game, and checking in with him is number 21, Eric Galindo. Galindo, the senior out of Oro Valley, Arizona. They replace Alfano and Thompson. Medina keeps it in. Now it's Galindo. Sent back in by Bell. Now on the foot of Coogan. It's going to go out of bounds off of Gordon. 2 subs coming in. It's number 12, Connor Cushing for Wheaton. And number 30, Julian Gerardo for the Lions. Geraldo and Cushing both seeing their first action so far tonight. Now it's Coogan. Nobody home there for Gordon. Under 7 minutes to go. Wheaton leading Gordon 3-0. And a foul's going to be called against Cushing, who went for the slide tackle there shortly after checking in. Ball goes back to the Scots. It's going to be Starzil to take it. He sends it in. Millington hit the deck and he's down. So we're going to have a stoppage of play here. Millington went up high to get that ball. Might have accidentally had his legs clipped from under him. So we're going to have the straight training staff come out. We'll take a break with 6:20 to go. Wheaton leads Gordon 3-0 on the NewMax Sports Network. Millington gets up on his own power net. He's going to be taken off the field by athletic trainer Greg Steele. May have came down on his head. Hopefully it was okay. Good to see him up and moving, though. So he's going to exit, but coming in from him is O'Gara in net. O'Gara, the first-year goalkeeper out of Ardmore, Pennsylvania. Saw some action in Monday's win over Bridgewater State. Played 74 minutes and had 2 saves in that one. The first year already got his feet wet early on in the season before checking in tonight. So Nelson on the far side works back to O'Gara, who just checked in. Now goes to his left. It's Geraldo. Geraldo over to Raganese. Now it's McLaughlin in front of the Scots bench. He's going to lose it into the possession of Rainey. Back over to McLaughlin, upfield. Had Medina in the area, but it was taken away by Torres. A foul going against Raganese there as we fit the 5-minute mark. Gordon needs something in a hurry to even have a chance to tie it up. It's going to be a free kick here. Jaden Terra is going to take it for the Scots. Terra with the left foot into the left side of the box. And a great clear out there by number 21, Eric Galindo. Now it's Nelson in his own corner. Fellows tries to clear it out, kept in by Bellotti. Now Starza with it, he's going to lose it. And a big collision towards midfield as a Wheaton player is down at midfield. No clock stoppage though, as he's able to get up. Looks like we are actually going to have a clock stoppage now. Might have had a card come out. So a little bit of a stir up there. It's going to result in Medina exiting the game, had a little bit of blood coming from his mouth. Checking in for him was number 20, Mo Fay. The sophomore forward out of Colac, Senegal. Ferrier on the run. That hustle's going to earn him and his team a corner kick here with just under 3.5 to go. So Ferrier and Mo Fay both lingering around that flag where the corner kick will take place. Ferrier's going to put it up just in front to Fay, who centers it. Cushing tries to put it back in. Still bouncing around. A shot and a low roller off the left foot of Nelson. but nothing happening there. Now Lusic's going to just go right in front of him off to Terra. Diaz around. Diaz going to try to track it down with Everett on his back. Now thrown upfield for the Scots, headed away by Nelson. A foul going against Shepard there. Gave a, excuse me, not Shepard, that was Chris Russo. Russo with the foul against Joey Everett. They were both looking to sky up for that header. Chris Russo, the freshman for Gordon College, a local guy out of Attleboro, Massachusetts, just down 123 from where we are. It's going to go all the way back to O'Gara. Just it's outside of the box, so he can't pick it up. An open net now for Gordon. Sent up. Goes over the head of Diaz. Sent back in, but O'Gara recovers, and a handball is going to come off of a line drive shot from Rainey. We have a clock stoppage to come with 1:14 left to go, and a yellow card is going to be assessed to Nelson. So this free kick for the Scots is going to come relatively close to the net. It's going to be Coogan and Starzil to set up for it. Coogan off to the left, Starzil to the right. So Blosden State starts up. It's Starzil. Ball never went over an inch off the ground and right into the chest of Gara. Now it's Coogan. Now it's Ferrier as we've hit 1 minute to play in the match. Now McLaughlin. Sent in, but right into the hands of Lusick. No foul call on a big collision there. O'Gara sends it back out. It was Daddario off to Nelson. Now it's Galindo. Mo Fay on the run, has a little bit of room, but Lusick's going to win the race between Fay and himself. Could be the last offensive action for Wheaton all night. As we fit 10 seconds left to go on the game clock here. Big bounce out near midfield. And the horn's going to sound, and that's going to do it here from Nordin Field. Wheaton College comes away with a win as they defeat Gordon 3-0 in a non-conference matchup. Wheaton improves to 3-1 on the season while Gordon falls to 1-2. 3 goals came from 3 different players. It was Stringer, Ferrier, and Lloyd. Upperclassmen all netting the goals. Looking ahead for both sides, Wheaton will travel to Bristol, Rhode Island to take on Roger Williams this Saturday. Another CCC matchup for the Lions. That's back-to-back considering Gordon's out of the CCC. And Gordon will also have back-to-back NUMAC games as they travel to Springfield Saturday afternoon for a contest. They'll try to get back to 500. So from Diane Nordin Field on the campus of Wheaton College, on the NUMAC Sports Network, it's Wheaton defeating Gordon 3-0. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm Jackson Walsh.